Alrighty, you legends, let's dive into this absolute ripper of a movie. Or maybe a dumpster fire, who knows? Either way, it's going to be bloody entertaining. Right off the bat, we got some Garfield Ginger Cat making sure the entire bar will be on a full bender this weekend.
Nice.
Fucking hell, mate. Where's this kitty cat whenever I'm at the bar with me mates? Now let's see what the little furball's up to. What, mate? He's throwing gold around like it's catnip for humans? It's like watching a golden retriever in fur boots. Absolute legend behaviour. And just when you think he's done, nah, mate, he's pulling out his guitar full on serenade mode. Ladies are swooning, the blokes are jealous, it's all happening. He's not going home alone tonight, that's for sure. Puss in boots? Nah, more like puss in panties, right, lads?
You're goddamn right.
Alright, now who's this party pooper rocking up? Dude, with hair like that, you're not exactly winning over the ladies. Looks like someone lost a bet with a barber. Our ginger legend isn't having any of it. He's straight into a sword fight with these blokes, slashing egos, and hang on, taking their pants off? Talk about a wardrobe malfunction. Puss isn't just winning the fight, he's sending these lads home in their undies. Absolute scene. But then, boom! The vibe shifts quicker than me mate Dave getting kicked out of the pub. Here comes trouble. Giant rock monster. Crashing through like it's got beef with karaoke night. What's Puss do? He's chasing the fucking thing. Oh, right under the nail. It's the 2014 trend all over again. Absolute class. Now, just when you think this furry legend's done showing off, he takes it up another notch. The big rock monster swings, but Puss, nah, he's prancing around like it's a dance-off. The crowd's losing their minds, and I'm over here wondering if the cat's been sneaking shots behind the bar. He still isn't done yet. He hits the big fella in the face with the bell. He's swinging himself. Brother, you've peaked. Nothing's topping this. But uh-oh, it's not over yet. That's when we get the twist of the century. First he gets some flowers from a random cock. Not that kind of attention that you want, right, cobbers? But oof! Out comes the bell. Yep, you heard me right. A freaking bell takes down our fearless hero. One ka-ding and the cat's out cold. Talk about going from legend to a meme in 2 seconds flat. When he finally wakes up, the doc's giving him some bad news. 9 lives, mate, and you're down to 1. Flamin' hell, talk about a buzzkill. But not before he can stick something right up his stinker. Not like our cocky furball would allow that, right, lads? This cat's got the ego of a lion, the lifespan of a goldfish, and an attitude like me mate Dan, who all knows he likes to get pegged by his missus, don't you, Dan? You dirty bastard. But the story of our kitty cat doesn't stop there. Oh no. He's getting himself a nice glass of baby batter until the doctor's assistant shows up. He's some wide-eyed dog who looks like he's auditioning for the best of Craigslist pet section. Gents, this dog's got no filter. The skitty isn't even dead yet, and he's already trying to get a piece of the inheritance like Puss is the king of pop. Absolute savage, and I'm here for it. Now, the two engage in a sword fight, but there's no winning against this bloke. It's like me versus Johnny Sins on a good day. He's bigger, he lasts longer, and boy is he more experienced. And like any good pussy should do when they meet Johnny Sins, he makes a run for it. And where does he go? Straight to some dusty little hole in the middle of nowhere. A retirement home for cats. Bro, this place is rough. Cats everywhere, napping, eating mush, and looking like they've just watched Marley and Me. Puss is there, but he's not vibing. He's got 1 life left and he's spending it hiding out. If that were me, buddy, just pull the plug. He even stopped shaving like my granddad, getting all wrinkly and stuff. And I'm not talking about his beard, poor old fella. Talking about poor old fellas, good old Puss is being terrorised by some mutt pretending to be a cat. This mutt, mate, he's like a sugar rush toddler on a Saturday morning. Won't shut up, won't sit still, and absolutely no sense of boundaries. He's sniffing around, wagging his tail like he's just discovered bacon-flavoured catnip. Puss? He's ready to throw this little furry pest out the window. But nah, the dog's not going anywhere. Now he's getting on the border of a restraining order. He's forcing that dirty bell of his all over Puss. Absolutely disgusting geezer. Even my fella Jack that weighs a proper 250 pounds doesn't show off his fat ass like that. But before Puss can boot the mutt, bam! The pass comes knocking literally. 3 frickin' bears show up, together with some tramp-looking orphan, and start absolutely trashing the place. No, they're not here for a tea party. These guys look like they've been hitting the pub after losing big on the pokies. They're stomping in like debt collectors looking for Puss. But they'll never catch our fuzzy furball now that he has a beard, until they start rambling about some map leading to a wishing star. It's kind of got the power that'd make your mate Dave wish he didn't waste his scratches on a carton of VB. Now Puss is thinking, stuff me, I need that thing to get me 9 lives back. Bloke's got 1 life left and he's clinging to it like a koala bear on a eucalyptus tree. But before you're thinking, what other drongos are in this story besides these bears and the orphan? They start yapping about Big Jack Horner. This bloke's apparently some pie-eating maniac who got his greedy mitts on the man. Big fella sounds like he's a cross between a bloated Oompa Loompa and a Sydney real estate agent. Not a bloke you want to muck around with. But Puss? Nah, mate. He's thinking about making a beeline for that map anyway. Now, you gotta respect the balls on this, Ginger. 1 life left, 3 angry bears, and now a dude who's probably a total bugger. Absolute friggin' madman. So now we're off to Jack Horner's trophy room. This joint's a chuffing nightmare, man. It's like walking into a bargain bin of stuff he probably stolen off every hero's corpse in the kingdom. Just about every item looks like it's got more power than a bloody magic 8-ball. But before we can even start questioning his taste in decorating, things get rowdy. Kitty Softpaws pops out of a treasure chest like it's a damn surprise party, and then those wicked bears crash the house again. Is this something they casually do every day? Now, chaos breaks out in the treasure room, the freaking shelf is knocked over, and magic items are flying everywhere, like it's an impromptu garage sale at Hogwarts. Now, Garfield and his lady seem to be winning against all these staff members and bears, until bloody hell, they're booted out the window, only to be picked up again by the little mutt. Welcome back, boy. Once you feed these mutts, they will never leave you alone, pal. Remember that. Meanwhile, Puss and Kitty are bickering in the back like a proper married couple. Proper stuff, mate. But then, oh boy, guess who shows up? The doctor's assistant, the ruddy wolf. Yeah, mate, Death himself, strolling in like he's on a Sunday walk. This bloke doesn't chase, doesn't sprint. Nah, he casually appears like he's got all the time in the world. And every time he whistles, my skin's crawling and I'm not even in the bloody movie. Well, back to Jack Horner. This lunatic is stuffing magical items into his Mary Poppins bag like a kid in a sugar high at a lolly shop. And when he's done, he hops onto his own carriage, but it's not exactly a smooth ride. Nah, tearing down the road like me and my mates after smashing 20 beers at the pub, the horses are wobbling, the wheels are screeching, and Jack's laughing like a freaking maniac holding onto his balls. Now, things take a turn for the worse when these kiddies get racist like my Uncle Kyle and his firstborn.
What? This is blank! We've been ripped off!
Shit! It's black!
Now they go on some journey to the dark forest. Of course, these three can't agree on anything. The mutt grabs the map and suddenly the forest turns into some wholesome rainbows and puppies wonderland.
Wow.
It's got these kind of vibes that'd make a unicorn vomit. First up, the pocket full of pussies, where they start fighting these massive flowers, but the little mutt is like, "Oi, mate, you have to treat the flowers like they're your keys on a night out. Just gotta give them one big sniff and you'll feel much better, isn't that right, lads?" Meanwhile, the bugger and bears rock up with Goldilocks. They're stomping around like they're looking for the last meat pie at the servo. Now, like some Russian at an all-you-can-eat buffet, Jack Horner is right on their tail, and he pulls out the frickin' Excalibur. On your marks, get set, and he hits him with a home run, sending the bears flying off the mountain. Look at how happy he is with himself. What a legend. For the next trick up his sleeve, he pulls out some freaky little magical locust. Now, you think this bugger's gonna help him out, right?
No.
Nah, son. It's just here to give him a hard time. The locust is all like, "Oh, you're a bit of a wanker, aren't you?" Until he pulls out the mythical phoenix and uses it like a flamethrower. Now that bugger has to be impressed. Meanwhile, back in Rainbow Land, Puss, Kitty, and the mutt are still trying to navigate this acid trip river when big old Jack arrives after he captured the little mutt. Now these bears show up as well. It's a freaking free-for-all. Jack is turning everyone into unicorn dust. But wait, the doctor's assistant's back. Is he there for some more medical advice? Well, it doesn't matter if he is. The bears get the map and Puss runs off into the forest after his acid trip turned into a bad one.
Cowards do that, and that ain't you!
Get some dextro, mate. Get some sugar going through those veins and get back to the party again. Talking about parties, these bears have found an absolute banger of a shed. Get your VB together, boys, because it's party time. They're setting a massive chill sesh, licking honey like it's their Mrs. You-Know-What. At least the bears are getting some, as our other pussies are still arguing over something boring like marriage. Get a hold of yourself, Garfield. There's more pussy out there. Maybe there isn't for gingers, though, like me mate Paul, who's getting none. Talking about Paul, there is big old Jack again. He's not getting any action either when he's looking at that. All he's getting is fucked over by that magical cricket judging his actions. Bloody wanker. He's gonna need that wish if he ever wants to get some snoo-snoo. Desperate times, eh? But that map, the damn bears still have it. The kiddies are trying to take it, but they've messed up the freaking world while doing it.
I'm coming to you!
Oh man, look at that little mutt. Screaming he's coming and they're busting all over that orphan's face. Absolute class from the duo that's both from the streets. Talking about streets, the battle ends with Puss right up his own alley. Back with the doctor's assistant. You can't really get away from that rectal exam this time, Puss. He gets so scared, he even runs away from the other kitty and the little mutt. He even gets so far that he's at the wishing star. He's probably going to wish that nothing is going to touch his own star. Ain't that right, blokes? But just like real life, when you think you can finally get everything you wished for, there comes a woman that is only there to ruin all the fun. Poor old fella. After all that arguing, what does she do? She hands the bloody map back.
What?
Classic woman. No clue what they want in real life. 1 minute it's world domination, the next it's, nah, you can have it. Unreal. Now, the final showdown. Boy, it is an absolute ripper. Puss steps up, finally stops running like a scared little kitten and faces the doctor's assistant. Big moment for the lad. Meanwhile, Jack's off his rocker and turned himself into an even bigger fella than he was before, giving the poor mutt a stroke. The map to the wishing star? Yeah, that thing just got ripped apart. And when the dust settles, there's one part of the map that just disappeared. But wait, the good old ethical bug has it. And he just throws it to the mighty phoenix and it goes up in flames. Absolute class. In the end, no one gets their wish, nor rectal exam. Cheers, legends.